Hello everybody, it is Ebontis, and today I'm going to talk about 0 Hour Legend. I did my solo clear, this time with like a decent guide. I got raided in the middle of my stream, so I'm sure my commentary is a little bit off, but tried to explain most of what I was doing as I went through it. I did it on a solar threat day. Solar threat's not going to be easy. You've got a lot of things that want to do solar damage to you, so some stuff is going to hurt. In my head, Void is going to be the easiest. I never seem to catch it on the Void day, but I'm also going to tell you, when I ran through this, I did it in Season of the Wish. I did it on May 28th, and there are solo operative for one is on, and then also all of these artifact mods are great for solar, hence the build. When you get to this later on, it may be a very different build. We may have prismatic going on. We will have to see how things feel later. This is what works now. Mountaintop is actually very beneficial in here for a very specific reason. You can chunk damage on a brig. Brigs don't have a crit spot until they get down to like 40% health. When they get to that point, you can use Polaris Lance, or when I kill the early ones with my super, and when I use Pyrogale, they die really fast that way. But again, when you're looking at the giant brig boss in the very end, and you can't do much damage to him, you can't get sniper crits on him, you're not going to go up there and try and shoot a fusion rifle at his feet, he'll delete you. This is the only thing that you can use to get a guaranteed pretty much straight shot and do damage. So auto-loading vulnerable, nice. It's also nice to take out the little baby turrets where the walker tanks spawn early on in the boss damage phase. It has some nice benefits. Polaris Lance is a godsend in here. Now later on, you may want, maybe if Arc is what the artifact is going with, maybe you want something with Volt Shot and you can throw Arc Grenades and all of that stuff works a little better. And I'm a Thunder Crash Hunter and I'm deleting stuff that way. Right now, Solar works fantastically well. So Polaris Lance is a really amazing way to take out a lot of stuff. Now, as an alternate, when I get to the boss phase, I switch over to Dragon's Breath for the walker tanks, and also to continue to get some trickle and burn damage on the big giant brig. So at that point, I have another scout rifle with triple tap and explosive payload, so I can do some damage with this. Those are the main two primaries that I used. Down here, as I said, I used fixed odds for a machine gun so you can get a lot of kills. My goal in the opening room, and then that secondary room where the first brig is at, is to do enough damage with my heavy and my exotic primary to build up a super so I can do a Pyrogale super to delete the brig. Then, there are so many adds in the next room, especially if you shoot them with like fixed odds or something else, you can get your super back pretty amazingly quickly, and you can turn around and I did another super to the first walker you find in kind of that hangar area. 2 supers early on, very important to speed along that process. When I drop down the elevator, I want to be at 15 minutes and 30 seconds or faster. So doing that first section in like 4.5 to 5 minutes is great. My goal when I get to combat with the whole boss room is 8 minutes or more. These are the times that you want to like figure out in your head, because for me, that's about what it took. My smoothest run, I had 1 minute left on the clock. And that is my smoothest run. This one had 25 seconds. So solar weapon scavenger, solar surge, great. Solar holster, as I'm running around with other things, I'm reloading my machine gun so I don't have to wait on a slow machine gun or move slower. I can just run to the next room and I'm ready to go. Heavy-handed solar loader, because I'm using a bonk hammer. I get more if you're, a grenade thrower that may be something to use like firepower. Up here, double solar siphon, so any orb I pick up is good. Heavy ammo finder, heavy ammo scavenger. I did double solar damage resist and arc resist, depending on what the threat is. If arc is the threat, you might go double arc and then solar, because you're going to have some solar damage, but there's a lot of fallen, so arc is a thing. If arc is the threat, risk runner is something I've seen people use depending on the build they run. 100 resilience, beneficial, and believe me, I understand how hard this mission is to do on Legend. Practice it on solo first, or practice it on normal first, understand like the Trevor room, how quickly you can do that one. Legend does have a different pathway through part of it, so it is just going to take some practice there, but that's kind of the times. I'm dropping down the elevator, switching over to my mobility exotic. I literally switch the line rampants as I fall, and I'm like sliding under and falling down that elevator at about 15:30, as I said. When I get to combat, I'm going for about 8 minutes. Those are times I know in my head, if I'm not close to those, it's a scrapped run and I'm starting over. So this is something that could take a lot of practice, but if you are working on doing the solo Legend, it is a pretty fantastic thing to get the fist pump moment on when you finish it. So hopefully this guide helps you out. When we get to the end of the run, I'm going to come back out and do a quick summation of what I did, just so you guys have a summary of it. But hopefully this introduction, while a bit long, and that's what timestamps are for, again, hopefully if you wanted to jump ahead, you saw the big message on screen. But again, this is why I went through the whole run through of what I did, and now you can hopefully see it in action. So let's jump into the mission. And one other thing that I do when I jump into the mission is when I get started, I load in with a solar reserves, reserves for my heavy machine gun. Then when the mission starts, like as I'm loading in, I'm sitting in the screen. As I load in, it's going to kick me back to like the ship flying in. One more time, I'm going to hit inventory. I'm going to switch finally. Then once I know I'm on the ground, it takes like 2 seconds, but you'll start with like 80 more bullets and you can just be more liberal with the use of your fixed odds or whatever machine gun you're using here. So, and again, you could try any other solar machine gun you've got. Something like this might work fantastically well too. Truly try whatever you think that works for you and your subclass, but it is going to take a lot of practice unless you're just God tier. Give it a lot of tries because it took me many to get my run done. Good luck, and now let's jump in, and I'll see you guys on the other side. It's so weird it starts at like 20:40 as opposed to just 20 minutes. I'm not arguing because I think those 40 seconds are crucial because the one time I finished it, I would have made it. But believe me, it's definitely like such tight timing. Grab some orbs, and we're running. The 1953, that's a pretty good start, opening section. And again, every time you I missed an enemy on a previous run, it really is going to be just all the little things that add up to make it a smooth run for you. Like that one I hit it, last time I bombed that one. This one, I'll try and get that going. Take these guys out here if possible. Try and get all of the little stuff out of the way early. Try and go for a sniper up there if I can get the shot off. There we go. Actually got the little fire going so I can cook a little better over here. Trying to creep up so I can go for my last sniper shot here. These guys going. Go for the big slam across the board. Trying to hit him as I leave so I can actually be out of here before he kills me. That's gonna hurt. That should do it. Out of here at 1838. One of my faster sections through there. So again, it is really trying just to refine your patterns of what works for you, what is smooth, what is gonna get you the fastest run-throughs, where can you commit, stuff like that. Here you gotta watch out for teleporting guys. Trying to get as much as you can out of each one of these shots. Seriously, Polaris Lance in here is like nothing else. It's kind of bonkers how strong this weapon is in here. Looking for your teleporters. They're not up there yet. Once you get here, if you can hit these, they will explode really fast. And they're going to allow you to take most of this stuff out pretty quick. Our wonderful friend here, the Servitor, is annoying. And again, all of those Polaris Lance explosions really start to tick up. Again, not waiting too long. It's just, okay, you're going to hide behind the one little pillar up here, huh? It's fine. Alright, so now here. Burning Maul again. I've already got it back up. Gotta love that magical shield there. That's pretty epic. Can you not? Now, the fact that the tank isn't dead is actually a bad thing right now. Die, thank you. And this is why we just kind of have to run this whole section. Yo, above with the raid, thank you very much. Appreciate that big time. Sorry, chat, I am going for, you know, solo legend 0 hour here, which is not the biggest deal for everybody, but trying to work on it for me. So if I'm not too apparent to chat, I apologize very much. Thank you so much for sharing the love, though. We are working on this one. Not my fastest run, not my slowest run, but we're doing our best. Actually, this feels like it's slow because the tank didn't die early, so we're still going to give it a shot for practice, but trying to get this thing done. You still back there? Come on, come on. 15:36. Not the time that I would like to have, but we're here, so we're gonna do it. I said I was going for like 15:30. It's close enough. As I said, not exactly what I would love to see, but we're here. Where the... Come on. Fell on the wrong side. Gotta have the fidget jumps in there. It's always fun. Jump over. Alright, grab our switch and run. Already did the quest setup this week, so we're just truly trying to finish it and get both of the exotic perks. Line rampants will let us climb up that one a little more. Gotta love the jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. Alright, did this last time. Let's see if I can do it again. Don't have my healing grenade this time, which was less fun. Here, you leave me alone. Go, let me in. Let me in! It's like, just let me in. Alright, so we're not hitting the switch, so we're just going outside. Sorry, chat. I'm not really watching at the moment. I will check with you guys after. Oh, this sucks. Take your time there, plate. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Oh, that's brutal. Well, this is probably going to be a bit more of a practice run. Or Lion Rampant is making it worse on me. 12 minutes here is not bad. I'll take 12 minutes at this point. I'm on a Titan, by the way, so I'm not exactly going to be E-gredging. That's also something I'm not very good at. Got a smooth fall there. Fall, run around. Gotta wait for Fun Guy to go by. Come on, come on. Chase him down the hallway as much as I can. And then while I'm going through here at the down spots, I'll be switching out my armor. I'm sure eager edging is faster and all of that fun. I'm just not that good at doing it, so it just makes me worse. I'm not sure what's trying to reload. That's when armor mod breaks. Well, thank you all for coming out today. If you guys have not followed Above before, please make sure you do if you're in my channel, because Above is an awesome dude. Just one of the kind of guys out there. Definitely a great channel. So if you are looking for just a fun, quality evening, afternoon, or morning of hanging out in a good stream, it's a good person to go follow. Hard to get the name wrong, too. Above. Like, I know mine's unique, but weird. Above is unique and the easiest thing in the world to ever spell. What's up, Thaw? How you doing? Come on, come on. Last time I, like, forgot a scout rifle in my inventory. So not my most optimal, and I was close. I'm hoping this time I can put a good run together. Since we're recording. By the way, if this does make it into the recording, sorry about the commentary being a little weird, but that's what happens when you get raided in the middle of a recording. Stuff happens. But as you guys can see, everything so far that I'm doing, just trying to manage this part. Always, like, you don't want to be too slow there. It's always, like, by the skin of my teeth. I do the jump across here. It's really your call what you prefer. The elevator is too damn slow, though, so whatever you prefer, if you want to go vertical jumps or flipping jumps. I just like to see where I'm jumping, so that's a preference of mine. More than most things. You also want to know when you're going up for the final jump, because I've missed that one before. Sliding down. Not my smoothest run, so if I do manage this, I will be a little surprised, actually. This is going kind of poorly. It's a practice run. I'll get one right. Do your quick U-turn over here. It's a solar day, so this is the solar path through the running puzzle. Feels like I'm running through molasses because I can never run fast enough. When you're doing stuff like this, you're like, I'm always so slow. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to make it to the boss room with 8 minutes left, which... I did this one time, and everything must have just gone perfectly. I'm on the wrong super. I need to switch that before I hit the rally flag. Slide, turn 90 left. Actually, like, 50 degrees. It's not 90. It's weird. I need to swap my super. I forgot to do that. Should be good. 8 minutes. Here we go. First thing, hit your turret, start that going. Start looking for your snipers, so those aren't an issue. Look for any ads that are around. Looks like I've got some ammo, which is going to be hopefully helpful. Like, if I can just line him up, I will. I moved him too far, didn't I? He's on my left. Well, this is not how I wanted this section to go, but we're doing it. Dude, why is our fun friend over there so low down to the ground? There. You're just making my life real interesting right now. He's not supposed to be that low. Why did you fall like that? That's so frustrating. Alright, you just need to die now. Thank you. Thanks. this already feels like a crappy run, so we'll see how poorly this goes. He moved, that's fine. Excuse you, boss. Get out of my way. See, it's something about Polaris Lances like magic this season that's pretty great. Ow, boss man, you hurt. Alright, let's see if I can trigger you. See, this is what happened last time. If I could stagger him, he sits here for so long, then he goes immune. That's fine. Is he up front now? Yeah, I think he's up front. So I can take these guys out pretty quick. I want as many things dead while I have my machine gun as absolutely possible. I see that stupid vandal over there. I see you, Vandal. Gotta get ready for my switch to Dragon's Breath for the tanks. Hey, Teleporty, how you doing? Come on. I want all of you down. You down, you down. Alright, time to switch. So, somebody's still sniping me up here. Stupid vandal. And you too, you're gonna be annoying. Are you full now? Alright, so I need to grab what ammo I can. This is gonna be a bad thing. I feel like I'm just up here covered in tank. Are you kidding me with the stupid servitor that hides, man? Show your face, buddy. Ow. Hopefully that rocket hits that stupid thing. Alright. Servitor is down. We'll take out some of these ads. While I'm doing that, I need to keep peppering the boss. Ah. Oh God, where'd you come from? 2 minutes left, man. This is just bad. Very scrubbed right now. No, don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh. Alright, let me get my last dragon's breath on you. 5. Then if I can sit in the back, and if I can actually Polaris Lance him, I might be able to get this done. Oh, not with you doing that fire, though. God. Come on. Come on. Let me do it. Let me do it. Come on. Come on. 36 seconds. Come on. Let me get these shots off. Come on! This will happen. 30 seconds. Almost done. Almost done. Yeah! Woo! 25 seconds to go. So yes, this is technically going to be a video that shows how you can get this done, but it's also a little ridiculous in what it takes to get it done. Should have all of my exotic quests done though. So Outbreak 2, I'm hoping Outbreak 2 and 3 both completed. Done and done. Beautiful. Nice. 20 seconds on the clock. So a little botched, not my smoothest, but that's a general run through. So I'm going to get back to orbit and then I'll kind of explain how it went and how I changed everything as I went through. So sorry about the middle of the mission. I did get a raid, so my commentary may have been a little off, but that's the run through, is start with as many reserves as possible. Super on the brig, which I'm using my heavy machine gun to kill everything I can. Trying to build that up. And just like as I run through and that little staircase after the first room, like that little stairs where I shoot through with my mountaintop to kill the one sniper shank, that's just one extra thing I can do before I come around the corner, and it's a good use because that's going to auto load. Then in that second room, as I said, I use my super on the brig, kind of chunk way through the heavy shank, move on down. In the next room, use that solar machine gun, start that chain reaction of all those solar shielded shanks, massive explosion, delete everything with the machine gun. All of those combinations paired with the Polaris Lance, picking off all the little Fallens sitting on the like catwalks up there. My super is back. I'm coming down, shooting a mountaintop grenade or two to prep it, and then my giant super gonna delete it. Running as fast as I can and get into that elevator by about 15-30 at probably a minimum, and then go through the jumping puzzle. All of it hopefully should be seen for you guys. I think that's where the raid was, so hopefully that shows. That's the way I've done Trevor. I've seen people use a sword to be able to eager edge through it if they're a little bit faster. That can work. More power to you. And then for combat, again, main section, I'm using Polaris Lance to really just plink away at everything, saving my super for that opportune moment. Could have probably used it earlier, honestly. When it switches to the brigs, I switched over to Dragon's Breath, Mountaintop, a couple shots on each one to prep them just a little bit for enough damage. And then the Dragon's Breath at ×5 on each one. Done. Both done. Then the big brig comes out. Then it's just chip damage and trying to make sure you plink off all of the ads possible. And I even switched back to Polaris Lance at the very end. So if you enjoyed this video, if you thought it was a good run, if you had a good time watching it, drop a like below, leave a comment if you want to say hello or any build or anything that you've had success with as well. And if you see this 6 months later, obviously things are going to be a little bit different, but hopefully you still enjoyed this one and it gave you an idea of how to get through everything. Timestamps hopefully helped you out if you needed them, and to everybody, good luck. Find me on Twitch or Twitter at Ebontis, but if you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit the alert bell, and I'll see you soon.